Lions Nation, we're experiencing a season start that is reigniting the hopes of all fans. With an exciting 3-1 record, the Detroit Lions seem more prepared than ever to make a serious Super Bowl run. The offense is explosive, the defense is improving with every game, and Dan Campbell is showing why he's the right man to lead this team. But despite all the progress, we still have a missing piece in the puzzle, a dominant pass rusher alongside Aiden Hutchinson. So, Lions fans, if you're as excited as I am about this season and want to keep receiving everything about our team, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Here, I bring daily updates, in-depth analysis, and everything you need to know about the Lions. Now, just imagine, what do you think about adding one of the best edge rushers in the NFL to our roster? That's right, I'm talking about Myles Garrett from the Cleveland Browns. With the Cleveland team struggling with a 1-4 record and Deshaun Watson's situation not working out, the Browns may be ready for a major restructuring. And if that's the case, Garrett's trade could be on the table. Garrett is a monster on the field. Since being drafted in 2017, he has been tearing apart offensive lines with his combination of strength, technique, and speed. With over 100 career sacks and nearly 500 pressures on quarterbacks, he is the kind of player who could transform our defense into a terror machine for opponents. And the best part? Next to Hutchinson, they would be a duo that would force any team to rethink their offensive strategies. Now think with me, will Brad Holmes dare to make this trade? It might mean giving up one or more high draft picks, but the window for a championship doesn't stay open forever. Sometimes the right moment to be aggressive is now. After all, a player of Garrett's caliber could be the missing key to take us to the Super Bowl. So, what do you think? Would Garrett be the missing piece for our defense? How much would you be willing to give up in draft picks to bring him to Detroit? Leave your comment, and let's discuss this idea. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all things Lions. We are in this journey to the top together. And when we think about the impact a player like Myles Garrett could have, it's not just about the numbers. He would bring a winning mentality, a leadership that our young talents need, and of course, playoff experience. Remember when the Browns surprised the Steelers in the 2020 playoffs? Garrett was essential in that game, pressuring the quarterback and being a nightmare for Pittsburgh's offensive line. That's the presence we want in Detroit, someone who can elevate the team's level in crucial moments. Moreover, Marcus Davenport's injury has left a hole in our pass rush. Although we have solid internal pieces like Josh Paschal and James Houston, none bring the immediate impact that Garrett would have. It's the kind of move that could elevate our defense from good to elite, putting the Lions at the top of the list of the most feared defenses in the league. Now, I know many of you might be thinking about the cost. Of course, acquiring a player of this caliber wouldn't be cheap. It would probably cost a first-round pick, maybe more. But is it worth it? I would say yes. We're at a moment when our young core is ready to compete at a high level. Jared Goff is playing the best football of his career. Our offense is among the most dynamic in the NFL. And the defense just needs that final touch to solidify itself as one of the best. Just imagine, Hutchinson and Garrett wreaking havoc in the trenches, while the rest of the defense takes advantage of the chaos created by these two monsters. This wouldn't just give the team a more aggressive defensive identity, but it would also take a lot of pressure off the secondary, allowing them to play more freely and creatively. This is what we call immediate impact, the difference between a good team and a championship team. So let's talk. Do you think this trade for Garrett is the missing piece to take the Lions to the Super Bowl? Or should we trust the talent we already have and continue developing our young roster? Tell me in the comments what you would do if you were in Brad Holmes' shoes. And of course, leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to keep up with all the details about our Detroit Lions. Here, we always bring the best content focused on keeping you updated on everything happening with the team. Together, let's pursue glory. As a Lions fan, I'm really excited about what we're seeing so far this season. The team seems to have finally found a balance between youth and experience, which is thrilling. The energy that Dan Campbell has brought to the team is palpable, and seeing the players unite around a common vision for the season is something we haven't seen in a while. Adding a player like Myles Garrett, however, could be a game changer. He's not only one of the best pass rushers in the league, but he also brings a winning mentality and playoff experience that could be invaluable for a group that's starting to establish itself as a true contender. Pairing him with Aiden Hutchinson would create a formidable duo that would force opponents to rethink their offensive strategies, relieving pressure on the rest of the defense and allowing other players to shine. At the same time, I understand the dilemma that comes with the idea of making such a big trade. We need to weigh the possibility of giving up valuable draft picks against the urgency of maximizing this competitive window. Our offense is playing at a level that can compete with anyone in the league, and if we can solidify our defense, we'd be in a very strong position to contend for the title. In the end, if I were in charge, I would definitely consider this trade. In such a competitive sport, where every year is crucial, we can't afford to pass up an opportunity to acquire elite talent. So yes, my opinion as a Lions fan is that we should be aggressive and pursue this addition. Let's go forward and make some noise this season.